This is the video on creating shapes in 3 dimensions. The first shape we're going to do is a box. So I start by drawing the side view, as if I'm looking straight at it, of a square. Can be a rectangle. Rectangles work just the same. Okay? I'm also going to draw a circle, and I'm going to draw a pyramid or a triangle. Okay? Now, put your vanishing point somewhere on your page. I think I'm going to put it right there. And let's start with the box, or the square. We're going to turn the square into a box. Again, just like we've done in the past, we match up our corners and we project them to our vanishing point. The magic of 3D drawing is that vanishing point. Okay, now, remember how I said in a previous video that if the vanishing point goes through the object, you're not going to see it. So for our cube or our box, we're not going to see that at the moment because it goes through. Match up your angle. Draw from the projection line to the projection line. This should be easy because you've already done houses and buildings. And there you go, you have a box. But let's say this is a closed box or a cube. Let's say we want to draw inside the box. Well, if that's the case, then you do want to draw this final vanishing point. Projection line to the vanishing point. And now that you've drawn your cube, you still want to draw your cube. You're going to now take this point and you're going to match it to here, just like this does. So I'm going to match that angle, come up. I'm going to draw the line. Now I didn't draw there because I wouldn't see that, right? And then I'm going to take that point and I'm going to match here, and I'm going to go up to here. And there, erase this extra projection line that we don't need. And there I have my cube, or my inside of my box. So I have a cube that I turn into the inside of the box. Let's take our circle. We're going to take our circle and turn it into a cylinder. So I'm going to project the outside, and I'm going to project the outside. Now, with a curved line, the more points that you project, the better your curve will be. I can project here and guess it, and this is a smaller circle, so it would probably work okay. But if I put points and project all these points, and then match the angles, I will have a more accurate cylinder. So let's project that up. Project that up. Notice I'm making sure that all my lines converge on that vanishing point. All my lines converge on that vanishing point. Notice, even though my distance is the same, my lines get closer as they go around this circle. Okay, oops, I forgot the middle one. Let's draw that one. Now, with my ruler, I'm going to match that angle. So notice how from here to here, it goes like this. I'm going to move it up, and I'm going to draw it straight. Now, circle is round, but this will help you. And again, the more points you put in, the more accurate it's going to be. Match that angle, move it up. Match that angle, move it up. As it gets closer to the side, notice how that angle becomes sharper. There we go. I have now done my cylinder. It matches that curve because I matched the angles for each section. Alright, let's take a triangle and turn it into a pyramid. To make this easy, I'm going to erase a few of these just so you see. Okay, once again, I'm going to project my points. Okay, now you say, oh look, I can just take that angle, I can just project it back, and now I have a triangle cube. You're right, you do have that, but is that a pyramid? No, a pyramid actually has everything coming from one point down. So let's draw another triangle, just so that we can see them both. I'm going to draw a triangle here, and actually I'm going to change that angle. Okay, once again I'm going to project my points. And I'm going to project my points, but I'm not going to project it all the way just because I know where it goes. Okay, now we know that a pyramid does not have a line, it has a point. So for a pyramid, we have to actually stay on this point. We've projected the base of our pyramid. There's the base of our pyramid. Now we're going to project from the point, and we have to decide how wide we want that pyramid to be. So I think I want my pyramid to be this wide. So from the point down to the base, and then I'm going to match this angle, draw that across, and then match from here to here. Okay, except I was inaccurate. I did not get it right at the pyramid point. Okay, draw my line. Now it's as if I'm looking at a pyramid from a top view. Okay, do you see that? And if I want, I can draw my pyramid lines in there. I would draw them in the front view first. And then I would take this and project them, matching where they hit that edge, and project it to my vanishing point. Okay, and if I do the same here, and then they should match up this way. Okay, and there's my pyramid, projected to my vanishing point. Okay, for the last challenge, let's do a star. Stars are really fun to project in 3 dimensions, but they can be a little tricky. I've drawn my star on here. Star has 10 points. You say, oh no, Mrs. Humrick has 5 points. Well, when you're drawing in perspective, it has 10. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You're going to project those points to the vanishing point. But remember the rule that if the vanishing point, if the projection line goes through the object, you're not going to see it. It's very important with the star. So I'm going to project this one. 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 This one. But I'm not going to project this one because when I draw it, it goes through the star. So I know I'm not going to see it. When I see this one and line it up, I notice this one goes through the star. I'm not going to see it. When I do this one, again, this line would go through the star. Let's see this one. Oh, this one does not go through the star. It barely lines up. Do you see that? But this one would go through the star. So I'm only projecting those lines that would not go through the star. Okay, now follow the rule with the angle. I have this projection line and this projection line that match here. So I'm going to match my angle, slide it over, draw my line. I have this projection line and this projection line which go to this line. I'm going to match it up, match at that angle, slide it to where it hits, and I'm going to draw my line. Okay? Now we're going to do the same thing here. This projection line and this projection line meet this line. I'm going to match my angle. I'm going to slide it over. Now it looks really tricky. You go, oh, that can't be right because the angle is different, the width is different, but that's how projection works. I have this projection line and this projection line. I match up the angle, bring it over, and draw it in. See how that's working? I have one left. Now, because you cannot see this line that projects, this line connects and this line connects, but you can't see this one, you know that that's just going to go right there and connect to the star. And you've projected your star. Isn't that cool? Try it in a different perspective. Maybe put the star here, maybe put the star here. See how they do. Your assignment for this particular video is to draw a cube, a cylinder, a pyramid, and a star projected to a vanishing point. You may choose a different vanishing point for each object, or you may use the same vanishing point as I have done. But your assignment is a cylinder, pyramid, cube, and a star. The others you can do if you want to.